What up, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and all of my other social media platforms, etc. This is OG Riot here, aka Riley Fitzpatrick. And for this video today, I wanted to step out of my comfort zone and do something a bit differently than what I normally tend to do. Um, this video was inspired by a YouTuber by the channel Alpha M, and along with these other YouTube videos that do like top 10, top 20 of random things. So as I was writing down this list, it was originally going to be 10, but as I was writing it down, I had more ideas that came into my mind. In this video today, I'm going to go over the top 14 friends I can't be friends with, and honestly, you shouldn't be with either. When it comes to these 14 types of people, I don't wish any harm upon any of them. I don't want them killed, beat up, raped, etc., etc., because all that's going to do is escalate their situation, your situation, and just make things a hell of a lot worse than what it already is. And to be honest with myself and with my friends, my followers, my subscribers, I've been a couple to a few of these. I ain't going to cap on that. But anyways, I'm doing the top 14 types I can't be friends with, and you shouldn't either. Starting off at number 1, we got the pessimistic one. Now, this person is a Devin Downer, a Debbie Downer, the female version. This person is very condescending. They talk down on everything and everyone. They have this type of aura to them. I'm so worth... Oh, no, I know. That's the next... Scratch that. But anyway, so the pessimistic one is pretty much the one that's always talking down everything. Everything's stupid. Everything's lame. Everything sucks. Everything's boring. That's a terrible idea. Nobody's gonna like it. It's not gonna work out how you think it is. This person never has a nice, positive thing come out of their mouth towards anything or anyone. They are a toxic energy vampire, man. And if you have this type of person in your life, you need to get them the hell out, because mentally and emotionally they are draining and no good for you under any circumstances whatsoever. All right, now moving on to number 2, the one that I mistakenly, tried saying earlier in the first one. This one is the self-deceit type. Now, the self-deceit type, they're not like, well, I guess they're kind of like the pessimistic one, but this is more towards themselves individually. Now, the self-deceit type is the type of person who's always slugged like this with their head down. I'm so pathetic, I'm so worthless, I'm such a piece of shit, I have no friends, I'm gonna be single and lonely for the rest of my life, and nobody wants me, I'm such a useless fuck up. It's like, bro, stop verbally beating yourself up over everything. You're not as shitty of a person as you think you are. I can't stand the self-deceit type. They have so much doubt about who they are. Like, I've met some people who are like this, and they have some positive qualities, and I'm pretty sure the rest of them on this list do as well. But unfortunately for these people, their bad, negative qualities outweigh their good. So, like the pessimistic one, the self-deceit type, you also got to rid them of your life, along with the rest of these I'm about to go with you on. All right, number 3, I can't stand these motherfuckers right here. We got, for number 3, the militant hothead. These dudes, they be on some Project Pat type shit. If you ain't from my hood, you can get the fuck from around here. They may rep a hood like, for example, 7 Mile and Gratiot off, Fordham Street. And if you ain't wearing the colors they're wearing, you ain't repping their hood, you don't think how they think, you don't dress how they dress, you don't talk how they talk, act how they act, live how they live. If there's one thing slightly different about you, they want to go off. They want to beat your ass. They want to disrespect you. They want to jump you. They want to rob you. They want to shoot you. They want to stab you. Now, I've met some militant hothead types, and let me tell you this. Those dudes, those people, they don't make it out in this world. Either someone gets fed the fuck up with their shit and they end up getting popped and rid of. Or they don't know how to properly control their emotions and feelings, and then they go off and pop somebody. Now they're spending the rest of their life behind walls because they don't know how to fucking act towards people. It's okay to be different. Like, I can't stand a person who gets mad because you don't want to conform to their beliefs and their politics and how they operate. Like, it's cool to be different, man. I embrace that shit. But unfortunately, there's people out in this world who want to beat you up because you're wearing the color yellow, or because you prefer Louis Vuitton over Gucci, or you'd rather eat at McDonald's instead of Burger King, or it doesn't necessarily have to be gang or hood shit. Like, it can even be like, you know, the straight edge thing. I love clean, sober people who take care of themselves. That's amazing. But I'm talking like, you know, that old back in the day FSU Courage Crew type shit where, you know, people would beat your ass over smoking a cigarette. They would want to beat you up and jump you because you're drinking a glass of beer, and then they want to whack it at you and carve you with it. Like, I understand smoking and drinking is bad for you. It's toxic. It's something you probably shouldn't be doing. You definitely shouldn't be doing. Scratch that. You definitely shouldn't be doing. But that doesn't give you the right to act violently towards them just because they're not on the same program that you're on. Like, mentally and emotionally, these are some really fucked up people. I can't... How are you going to get angry over someone wearing a certain color shoelaces or wearing a Houston Astros hat? Like, those are the littlest things in the world. Out of all the things you could be mad at, like, you know, molestation and, you know, suicide bombings in the Middle East, you choose to be mad over the littlest shit that most people in society do not give a shit about. Alright, enough of the militant hothead. I'm getting, you know, hothead just by thinking and talking about this type. Moving on to number 4. I can't stand this one either. It's the 1+ upper. So, the 1+ upper is, they're kind of like, you know, that orphan, you know, the Annie type thing. Anything you can do, they can do it better. They can do anything better than you. Let's say, for example, you struggle with your weight and then you bulk up and you just left a powerhouse gym and you successfully accomplished doing a bench press of 225 pounds. And, you know, you're telling all your friends, family, making a post about it on Facebook because you're so happy about your accomplishment. And then you got that one guy. Oh, bro, really? That's it? That's a fucking piece of paper, man. I can do a bench press of 350 with no problems at all. I did 10 years in a federal penitentiary, and I was with some homies who used to know how to do bench presses 485 with just one arm, 12 reps straight without a struggle. That ain't shit, man. Nobody cares about your so-called accomplishment. Like, bro, shut the fuck up and just be happy for people. 225 pounds is a lot of weight. That's literally 30 pounds bigger than what I am right now. That weighs more than most people. Like, bro, if you're able to bench press 225, I envy you. Give me some fitness advice because I want to get on that level. You feel me? Like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be fitness. It can be any accomplishment. Like, maybe you just recently got 2 years of not smoking pot, and then someone will come around and say, "Oh, really, bro? You quit smoking pot? I liked you so much better when you were still using it." That ain't shit anyway, man. I can go 10 to 20 years without using any drugs. I have people in my family who went 30 years without doing it. Shut up about your little accomplishment. Go 5 or 10 years and then we'll talk. Like, bro, stop being so negative and jealous over people's accomplishments. Learn to embrace people and be happy for them. Whether it's light for you, heavy for you, good, stop fucking ruining people's accomplishments. Learn to embrace them, build them up, make them feel even better than how they feel right now. Like, all right, I am ton with the one upper. I'm pretty sure you get my point at this point in the video. Moving on to number 5. Speaking of substances, we got the substance abuser. This is the type of person, they're always getting drunk. They're always getting high. They're always smoking. They're always posted up at the couch in the trap, shooting a needle in their arm. They're always partying. They're always getting turned up, fucked up, faded, wasted, whatever you want to call it. There is more to life than smoking, drinking, and doing drugs, man. There's more to life than substance use. Go do some yoga. Go take a ice bath with some ice cubes. Like, go take your girlfriend out to dinner if you got one. Like, go take a swim at the beach, or, go bowling. Like, there's more constructive, positive things that you could be doing with your time. Like, if you have to smoke, drink, and do drugs to have fun, you are a miserable, lame, pathetic, boring-ass excuse of a person. And I am grateful to rid you from my life. And you should be as well. All right, number 6. I hate this one with a passion because I ran into many of these. Is the ulterior motives type. This is the person who pretends they're happy for you. They pretend they like you. They pretend they love you. They pretend that you're their friend. They pretend they got your back. But a few weeks down the line, few months, maybe a year or 2, 3, 4, somewhere down the line, out of nowhere, this person just betrays you and turns you into the worst enemy of all time. Like, bro, I'm okay with the fact you don't like me. I think it's great. You can hate me and, think negatively about me all you want. Just don't waste my time pretending like you're so-called cool with me and then just show me your true colors later on. Because honestly, bro, that's some major fuck shit, and you need to be ashamed of how low you sunk in life. But yeah, that's the thing I was going to say. Fake friends are very dangerous. They're worse than authentic enemies. Because at least with authentic enemies, you know they're bad for you. You know to stay away. And the thing that sucks about some of these people I'm naming off, these personality traits I'd rather say, is they seem cool, they seem fun, they seem harmless at first, they seem, very welcoming, but once you get into them and you realize that they fit these personality characteristics that I'm talking about, it's just a toxic disaster that I don't wish anyone to be a part of. All right, moving on to the next one. This type drives me fucking insane. Is Mr. Miss Superior. This man or woman, they are extremely pretentious. They act like they're the shit. They're so much bigger and better than everybody else, and we're all inferior. We're all below them. They act like their shit don't stink. They're the greatest of the great. They're the best of the best. We're all wrong. We're all below them. Like, bro, you're no better and you're no different than anybody else. Like, what makes you so great? What makes you so awesome compared to me or anybody else around you? Like, learn to have some humility and humble yourself, man, because you're not as cool as you think you are. If anything, you're just a pretentious fucking douche who nobody cares to be around anyway. Like, it's okay to be confident and, feel good about yourself. Like, that's amazing. But you are literally just as bad as an insecure, low self-esteem type, if not worse. But yeah, anyways, if you're this person who thinks they're the shit and they're better than me, you or whoever, stop that shit, man. Cut it the fuck out, because no one's trying to hear it. All right, number 8 coming up, we got the false claimer. I can't stand these dudes, these chicks, whoever. So the false claimer, it could be anybody. They may, claim they're from a certain hood. They may claim that they're a member of the Vice Lords and, never been to the hood a fucking day in their life. They probably live up in a gated community somewhere off a 24-mile road somewhere in rich suburbanite Oakland County. Or it may be a dude, who's always dressed up in camouflage and fatigues, claims that, he served in the Marines or the Army. It may even be like, a dude, from a rural part of the state, who's got swastikas tattooed everywhere, claims he's a part of the Aryan Brotherhood. But real Aryan Brotherhood members never seen this dude a fucking day in his life. Like, stop trying to pretend to be something or someone you're not, to ass kiss and people please other people. Stop trying to false claim to come off tough and to scare people. Stop false claiming at all, period. There's nothing wrong with being real. Don't be yourself. Be the realest, greatest, best version of yourself that you can motivate yourself into becoming. Because I'm telling you, you dudes who are false claiming to be from the hood, false claiming you're a Blood, Crip, GD, Aryan Brotherhood, 1%er, Biker Club, Marine Veteran, one of these days, a real one, they're going to confront you on that shit. They're going to check your ass. They're going to come at you with all these questions you ain't expecting. And then you're going to look dumb as fuck. Then you're going to get your ass beat by a real one who's really about that life. And I'm saying this shit to save your ass so that shit don't happen to you. I've seen it enough in my life. I don't want to see anyone go through that. So, with that being said, stop the false claiming and, claim some real shit that you're actually about. All right, coming up next, we got the ghoster. Now, there's nothing wrong with, mentally, emotionally, physically recuperating, to better yourself. That's fine. Like, I do that from time to time. But I'm not just going to disappear out the blue if you're my friend. I'm not just going to block your number. I'm not just going to block you on my social media. Like, I will set a couple people aside like, hey, you know what, man? I'm going through some shit. Mentally, emotionally, I'm not in a good place right now. I just need some time to myself to get my shit together. Like, don't just leave people, because then you got people worried. Like, did this person get arrested? Did this person get kidnapped? Did someone put them in the back of a trunk and lure them to a trap house and hold them for ransom and torture them? Is this person, is their dead body floating in a river somewhere? Like, bro, there's people who love you, who respect you, who care about you. So when you ghost people, it makes them think the worst of the worst has happened to you. Like, you don't have to go off and tell every single person. I get it. I understand that. But at least let 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people know where you're at. That way, in case, other people get worried and wondering, we can go, hey, you know what? I actually talked to that dude a few months ago. He's fine. He just needs some time to himself. Just let the dude recuperate, and he'll get back with us and come back to the spotlight. But yeah, just don't, ghost people out of nowhere, because that's fucked up to the people who love you. You feel me? All right. Number 10, I've dealt with many of these in my past, and I hope you never have to, but you might somewhere down the line. But just be on the lookout for these. All take, but no give. This is the person who's always asking to bum a cigarette. They always want a bag of weed. They always want to borrow 20 bucks off of Cash App or, cash in person. They always want to ride, downtown. They always want this. They always want that. But when the tables turn and, you're struggling and you're going through your shit and you say, hey, can I borrow 10 bucks? Or, hey, can you give me a ride? Or, hey, you think you can come help me out with this project? They're nowhere to be. They're making shit up. They're leaving you on read. They're not there for you the same way that you were for them. Like, if you're an all take but no give, like, you on some fuck shit. And you need to, learn to give to yourself instead of just taking from other people who work hard for their shit, who work hard for their money, their house, their car, their clothes, their everything. Like, if you want money so bad, if you want a ride so bad, get your own goddamn shit. It's nobody's responsibility to just go out and just give you the world. Like, I wish that was reality, because I would sit on my ass right now in this chair and I wouldn't do a goddamn thing. But unfortunately, that's not reality, and I hope that never becomes reality, because honestly, I like getting up in the morning and doing my routine and going to work and paying. I don't know about you, but I enjoy being a productive member of society who, goes out there and puts in work like everybody else. But with all that out the way, I want to get into number 11 now. This person is called the excuser. Every question you ask them, regardless of the situation, them not showing up to an event, them not making it to work, them not showing up for a doctor's appointment, it's always an excuse. Oh, my phone was off. Oh, I'm just busy. Oh, I had this going on. It's like, bro, learn to take responsibility for shit. Everything that comes out of your mouth is an excuse. How about instead of, having all these excuses, learn to have, logical reasons. Because you're eventually going to run out of excuses, and when that time comes, nobody's going to be there for you, and you ain't going to have shit, and it's going to be your fault when shit goes down. All right, with that being said and done, I want to move on to number 12. This person has some similar characteristics to the ulterior motive type. This one is the secret jealous one. Now, this person, tends to give, like, backhanded compliments. Like, let's say you grew up in the hood. You had a really rough life. And then, you get lucky one day. You're working your ass off, doing everything you can to better yourself. You move up to the suburbs, somewhere off of 16 Mile, for example. And you get this really nice house with an in-ground pool that costs $250,000, $300,000. And then you get that one so-called buddy of yours that's like, damn, bro, how the hell did you get this house, man? Whose dick did you have to suck to move into this neighborhood? Like, bro, shut your bitch ass up and learn to be happy for people. Like, it's okay to admit you're jealous or you're envious of somebody. But it's never okay to, like, disrespect or, leave someone on read or get angry or upset just because you see someone, moving up in the world, doing better for themselves. Like, you need to cut that shit the fuck out, because getting jealous, envious, the backhanded compliments, all that's going to do is, decrease your situation and make shit worse for you. And then you're just going to get even more jealous. Like, how about instead of, being secretly jealous, how about you do this instead? Oh, wow, man. That's great. Congratulations. I am so envious. I'm so jealous of you. I wish I could do that. Teach me, bro. Like, what did you do to get that type of money? How did you get that house? Do you think you could show me the ropes to be like you? Like, that's way more humble. That's way more respectful than being jealous. People will probably be more likely to, be involved in your life if you go that route. but jealousy never solves anything, especially if it's in secret with backhanded compliments and ulterior motives. But anyways, moving on, we got number 13, the no integrity remorse lacker. Now, the no integrity remorse lacker, this person never admits they're wrong about anything. Even if you got them exposed on a video camera, even if you have their voice saying some fucked up shit on a tape recording, they will never admit to anything they do wrong because they are always right about everything and everybody else is wrong except them. The remorse lacker is the type of person who will, be driving in a pickup truck and, they'll run over a 6-month-old kitten and then there's a 7-year-old boy crying up the side of the road, "Oh, that guy just ran over my kitty cat." And you don't shed a tear. You don't have any empathy or compassion. You don't give a hug. You don't say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry this happened. Is there anything I can do to make up for it?" You could, rob somebody at gunpoint for a Louis Vuitton purse and you don't have an ounce of guilt in your body. You think that, it makes you hard, it makes you cool, but you're just fucking heartless. You have no soul. And mentally, psychologically, emotionally, you're just a really fucked up person. And I hope one of these days that you get retaliation coming back at you, just so you can feel what your victims felt. Maybe then you'll go, "Wow, is that what I said to people? Is that what I did to people? Is that how I really made people feel? Wow, I'm a fucked up person, man. Maybe I should cry a tear here and there. Maybe I should have more compassion and regard for human life." Because here's the thing, man. That shit don't make you hard. That shit don't make you tough. That shit does not make you cool. It doesn't make you weak to say, "Hey, you know what? You were right. I was wrong. I fucked up. I was a shitty person. Let me make this up to you." That does not make you weak. If anything, that makes you a real man. That shit makes you tough. That shit will build you up. But anyways, now that that's out the way, I want to get to the final one so I can finally end this video. The last one we got is the guilt tripper. This person, nothing is ever good enough. It doesn't matter what you accomplish. It doesn't matter what you improve, what you change. Everything you say is wrong. Everything you do is wrong. Every decision you refuse to make and say no to is wrong. Everything you say yes to is wrong. Everything is always wrong, wrong, wrong on your part. But on their part, they're always right about everything. These people are fucking gaslighters. They always try to make you feel guilty about eating healthy, saying no to drugs, moving into a nicer neighborhood, getting a better job, making more money, having and developing a better productive group of friends. This person will literally try to make you feel like shit about everything you choose and refuse. Now that all of that is out of the way with these 14 types of people, the reason why I made this video is because I'm 32 years old now. I've had plenty of life experience, knowledge, and wisdom to, have these type of experiences with people. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is for you young bucks out there. I was a young buck at one point. I just don't want you to go through the same shit that I went through. I don't want you to be these types of people, and I don't want you around these people because I know what it's like. And I don't want you to go through the hurt, the pain, the trauma, and the suffering that I had to go through. So I wish everybody the best. I hope this video educated you and inspired you, motivated you, and built you up to, develop a better group of friends. Maybe get rid of some family members who, aren't mentally and emotionally good for you. And with that out the way, I just want to say that I love and appreciate you guys, and I wish you all the very best. Good night.